Welcome to another edition of Sticks and Stones. I am your host, Brent Elrod, coming to you from the cozy confines here on the patio at the No Shoes Bar and Grill, deep in the heart of the Republic of Texas. I have a great show lined up for you today. I am pairing a punch Gran Puro with the Glenlivet 12-year-old double oak single malt scotch. That's a lot to get out. I think it's going to be a great matchup, so right after this we are going to pop the cork, cut the stick, and get to toasting. Now, the Punch Gran Puro, Punch actually started back in about 1840 in Havana. They've been around a long time. The country of origin for this particular stick's Honduras. The wrapper is a Honduran Havana seed, and that is cloaked around a filler and binder that is both from Honduras. This is a medium to full strength cigar, and visually it is a beautiful, beautiful stick. Tight but visible seams, minimal veining. It's kind of a light to starting to edge toward medium brown, and it's got a triple cap. Now on the nose, I get some notes of chocolate and a little bit of barnyard. Maybe some almonds, black pepper, and cedar. All right. I am cutting it today with a V-cut using my Cassetti combo cutter. It is great to have a bunch of different types of cut all in one spot. Excellent cut. Now on the cold draw, I get some leather, just a little bit of earthiness. I get kind of a creamy sweetness. And some notes of chocolate and cinnamon as well. That is a really, really great stick. Now, I'm pairing that with the Glenlivet 12-year-old double oak. Don't get all caught up in the double oak part of it. This is just a rebranding of the Glenlivet 12-year base scotch. All they did was they changed the bottle. Instead of being the green bottle, it is now clear, and they added the words double oak at the bottom. Makes all the difference in the world. Now, the Glenlivet was established in 1824. They're actually a little bit older than Punch. George Smith officially obtained his distiller's license in that year. But like a lot of, well, some of my relatives, and maybe some of yours, he had been involved in what us Americans call moonshining for quite a while. So he had already developed his forte there in the distilling business, and he just decided to go legal. But it had been outrageously, there were outrageously heavy excise taxes, and they put on spirits in England, and so he kind of slipped around and did it. Now this is a Speyside distilled scotch that they use copper pot stills, and it's aged in ex-bourbon American oak and European oak casks. It's a lot to get out. It's a 12-year age statement, 40% alcohol by volume, so 80 proof. Let's pour us up a little glass. Now, as I've been doing the last couple of weeks, I am streaming this live on Instagram, so it'll be available later. The video part of it will be. And I'll just go until I light and try the two together. And then those of you that are watching the video, you'll have to wait until the audio comes out to hear my final thoughts. Now, visually, this is just, it's a beautiful, beautiful kind of light amber color with some really nice legs on it. Maybe not as nice a legs as some we've tried here in the past couple of weeks, but still good. Now on the nose, man, that has got a wonderful nose to it. I pick up like citrus fruit, a little honeysuckle, some vanilla, and I mean, really, no alcohol at all. I mean, this is the classic example of a Speyside single malt, and what one should smell like. Do not expect any peat or smoke in the nose on this offering. It's not there. And that's, that is what you expect from the northeastern region of Scotland. That's what they're known for. Now on the palate, now there is a small amount of alcohol burn on the tongue, on the palate. It's not much though, not much at all. I get honey roasted nuts, vanilla, maybe something along the lines of like shortbread cookies or biscuits, what the English call biscuits, and maybe just a little toffee. Now the finish, the sweetness kind of lingers on your tongue, but then it's kind of gently overtaken by maybe just a little bit of a lemon zest, and then there is just a touch of barrel tannin kind of bitterness, and then there's also just a little bit of underlying vanilla on the finish as well as on the palate. Let's go ahead and fire our stick up. I am using my Rocky Patel Envoy 5 torch, holding it about 3 inches from the foot of the stick. Great smoke output. As the smoke's coming out, and I first smoked punch back in late 2004. I was in Baghdad, and when I lit this one and I let the smoke out and just a little bit of it kind of drifted up into my nose, I could still smell the punch that I was smoking in 2004. I mean, it's amazing at what great sticks punch can put out. I look like I got it quite good enough on the bottom side. That seems to be a issue I have, and that is an ID10T error, user headspace error. Now there's some really great smoke production, and I'm getting some notes of leather and cedar. Good bit of baking spice, a little bit of cocoa, and then just a touch of sweetness, kind of like a sweet cream. All right, we're going to try them together. Oh yeah. Those marry together very, very well. Both of them have a little bit of sweetness in them, and it really kind of gently pulls them both together and allows you to enjoy everything. I think this is probably going to be a really great matchup. I'm almost a little bit speechless. I've had the Gran Puro before, and of course, I've had the Glenlivet before. But I am surprised at how well these are going together. And one of them is not overpowering the other. You don't have one squashing out the profile of the other one. That is really good. All right, I'm going to go ahead, burn this down to the halfway mark, and then I will come back and give you an update. Except for you on video, you're going to have to look up the audio and hear how these turn out. It's the way it works, but at least you get to see it first. Y'all have a great day. Hey, Stoners, I am back here at the half. This pairing is chugging along very, very smoothly. The stick has made maybe a little bit of changes. The baking spice has kind of morphed into just cinnamon. The black pepper has moved in, and the leather is kind of dominating just a little bit. The cedar and the cocoa are kind of rounding it out at the midpoint. The Glenlivet continues to pair very well. I am going to burn this down the rest of the way, and I will come back and give you my final thoughts. Hey, Stoners, I am down to the band, and the glass is empty. Black pepper, cinnamon, and leather kind of dominated the profile in the last half, with the cedar and cocoa kind of remaining consistent and just in the background throughout. I would give this stick an 88 matchsticks. This was a very good cigar. It wasn't, earth-shattering, but it would be a really good cigar for a beginner. It's not overly strong. It's got some very nice profiles on the palate, and it's a great smoke producer. And it's really an all-around great stick. It's like I said, it's just not earth-shattering to me. And I would give the Glenlivet Double Oak, I would give it a 90 Whiskey Stones. Glenlivet is one of, kind of like the Big Five in Scotch name recognition. They make some really great Scotch, and this one only scored where it did because it's their base spirit, and I think some of their more exquisite offerings might score higher. But hey, this is a really great place to start for somebody that's just getting into Scotch. Don't jump into the deep end and go to the Islay or Talisker out on the Isle of Skye. Start with something like the Glenlivet 12-year-old Double Oak that has got a nice, smooth, mellow profile that gives you a good array enough of things on the palate for you to start working on what am I picking up when I take a drink of this. But it's also not heavily smoked, heavily peated, and have a lot of alcohol burn to it. It's just a really great starter Scotch. And of course, hey, they've been around since 1824. It's great anytime. But anyway, I hope you have enjoyed this pairing as much as I have enjoyed bringing it to you. Hit like, subscribe, definitely hit share, notify. Tell your friends. That's how I'm growing. I'm getting bigger every day. One thing is, I now have, if you haven't seen it on Facebook or Instagram, wherever, I have a new Sticks-n-Stonez store. It is at redbubble.com. The link is in my profile, or it's also there. I have Linktree linked on my profile as well, and it's in Linktree. But I've got some great Sticks-n-Stonez gear. It starts off at $2. How can you beat it? Everybody can afford $2, right? But stickers, magnets, water bottles, coffee mugs, mouse pads, t-shirts, sweatshirts, all that kind of stuff. But it's not just Sticks-n-Stonez stuff. I have some other different kinds of things that's my own creation. So definitely go to the Sticks-n-Stonez store on Redbubble and check it all out. I'm sure there is something you can find there for just about everybody. And remember, this is new. I'm going to be adding new stuff all the time, so be sure to check back. I hope all of you do very well in this next week. I have some great things coming up. until we get to be together again, keep your sticks dry, your stones cold, and have a great day.